Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with Botev Plovdiv. We are starting off a little bit different today because if you didn't see the end of the last episode, you wouldn't have known that we've got our youth intake in, and our youth intake includes a goalkeeper, who you can see on the screen now, Angel Milkov, who is probably going to be replacing Alan Sherry after today's Levski game, because if we lose against Levski today, we have basically no opportunity to win the league, and at that point, I'm now just going to try and improve some of the more fringe players, and Angel Milkov, at 16 years old, is one of those fringe players. In between episodes, we have played a couple of matches, both of them victories. One of them in the league up against CSK in 1948. It was a Plamen Bakadziev goal after 13 minutes there. And then in the Bulgarian Cup quarter-final, we've set up a semi-final up against Levski. You know, our favourite opponents in this, not this save, this season. It's CSK Sofia who we struggle with. Levski, we've beaten a number of times. We beat them 2-1. It is Todor Nedlev and Plamen Bakadziev with the goals here. Mavis Chibota scoring a goal for Ludogorets. But we are through to the semi-final, which will be in the next episode. Today, it is going to be Levski, it is going to be Ludogorets, it is two must-win games. To be honest, every game from now until the end of the season is now a must-win game. A victory here will not put us close against Levski. We will go on to 60 points. They will stay on 65. There is still 5 points gap between us. We then have to beat them in the other match as well, which will be at home. And we have to hope that they drop at least 3 points, and we don't drop any more points. It is going to be basically crossing our fingers and hoping that Levski don't ever win a game ever again. The starting 11 we will go for then. Alan Sherry will be in goal. It will be Bresel, Sangare, Rusev and Zemyarski as the back four. Nathaniel is currently out suspended because, you know, he's either amazing or suspended. I don't understand how he does this. Midfield is going to be Lovro Grashfona and Zohin Nana. Nedlev, Shopov and Tizzy will be the attack midfielders. Tizzy is going to score a 92nd minute winner for us. Antonio Lukanovic will be the striker. And Angel Milkov is already on the bench, according to my assistant manager. He's better than Marko Maric. We spent £1.4 million on Marko Maric. We've got a 16-year-old that's better than him. The 16-year-old gets squad number 61. We've given out way too many squad numbers. Very similar formations. Levski do have... He's a Spanish goalkeeper, isn't he? He's come through the Barcelona B system. He's good. He's definitely good, isn't he? I think we've had a look at him before. They've got Petkov as well, who I didn't realise he's 19 years old. He's scored 11 goals in 18 appearances this season. He has been their breakthrough star. Have they just signed him? No, he's just been out on loan for the last couple of seasons. So Petkov is one of those players to look out for. Is that another Martin Petkov? They've got 2 Martin Petkovs. That's not confusing at all. Ivan Kochev has done a decent-ish team talk. 4 players have looked motivated. To say this is an important match is, I think, somewhat of an understatement. Because like I said, if we lose, I don't think we've got any chance of winning the league. And actually, we're going to be in trouble and potentially might not even finish second place in the table. The first chance on goal goes to Levski, but we do clear the ball. 20 minutes in, and that has been the only highlight so far. The first half is kind of not really much is happening. Let's do a demand more. See if that fires any of our players up. We have a throw on. Bresel takes it. It is headed clear, though, by the Levski defenders. And now Petkov, the youngster, maybe? I think they're both youngsters. Petkov's going to run forward to Paulinho now on the right. Crosses the ball into Petkov at the back. It's a great save from Alan Sherry. And Bresel manages to clear the ball. That all came from our throw-in and then a counter-attack. Half time, it is 0-0. We are not doing very well at all. We've had 2 shots. Only 2 shots. Right, Kochev says challenge them. I'm going to say I'm not happy. And oh, Kochev, why did I do that? You said you were delighted about... Why Sangare and Sherry? And Tizzy? Tizzy? Why Tizzy? He's on a 6.5. Half-time team talk did say that the players were itching to get back out on the pitch because they're looking motivated. So it might have been okay. On the hour mark, we've just stopped scoring. It's not even we've stopped scoring, we've just stopped doing anything. Why can't I do subs? Why am I... Have we got a highlight? Is this what's happening now? Vasiliev with a throw to Mariani. Back to Vasiliev. Now Petkov, the left midfielder. Mariani again. Georgiev finds Vasiliev. Levski with the ball. Crosses in. They're going to win a corner. I don't know why we weren't allowed to do a sub. Corner for Levski. Vasiliev takes it. It's towards the front post. Sangare heads clear. It's not a very good header clear. It's in the back of the net, but David Jablonski was offside. What is going on? Was he definitely offside? Georgiev has a good go from here. He was definitely offside. He hit the bar, I think. And Jablonski, wonderful finish. Right, now we do our subs. Lukanovic off for Tadajevich. We're going to do Nana off for we don't have any options. Nana is coming off for Robert Ion, who's going to go into attack midfield. Stanislav Shopov is going to drop back to that Mazala role. Nedlev also playing really badly. 20 minutes to play, and we have yet to have a highlight for us, haven't we? Every single time we've seen a highlight, it's been going Levski's way. They've had the ball in the back of the net. It doesn't look like anything is going to happen from this. Hold on, Nedlev's corner comes in. It's at the back post. Sangare's there. Sangare has had countless highlights like that, where he's literally off the pitch and tries to header the ball in, and I don't know why. It's going to be 0-0. This is not a good result. We've got about 30-40 seconds left to play. Minchev with the ball for Levski. Is this a proper highlight? Plays it down the left-hand side. Rusev gets the ball for us. To Alan Sherry. We've got 20 seconds. Sangare needs to just get the ball upfield. Rusev still in our penalty area. Why are we not just getting the ball upfield? We need to win. We've got 10 seconds left to play. It's going to be a 0-0 draw. This is our second 0-0 draw in a row when it comes to in episodes. The ball goes off the pitch. The full-time whistle goes. That was an awful performance, and I think we were lucky to get a point out of that. Kochev says, I appreciate the effort. I say, you're coming in for training tomorrow. Luckily for us, I say luckily, Lokomotiv Plovdiv beat CSKA Sofia, so CSKA Sofia did not close the gap on us. There is still 7 points between us and them. There is still 8 points between us and Levski. At this rate, we are more likely going to be finishing third than we are first. Tadeuszewicz has not scored now for 8 matches. Is it only 8? I feel like it's more than 8. You very rarely score, my friend. You've scored 4 goals all season. I mean, you went on a little run of form in end of January. That was about it. Welcome back. It is time for match number 2 up against Ludogorets, who currently sit joint bottom of the championship group along with CSKA 1948. We are a long way away, and if we lose, which I'm expecting now, we've got to a point in the season where we're not scoring goals, so I'm expecting we're potentially going to start losing games where we really shouldn't be losing them. But if we lose, I think our attempted run at the title pretty much over. The starting lineup we are going to go for then. It is a debut for 16-year-old goalkeeper Angel Milkov. Bresel, Sangare, Rusev and Zemyarsky will be the back four. It would be Nathaniel, but Nathaniel is ineligible because he's a Ludogorets player and we've loaned him in for the season. Central midfield partnership will be the 2 Ivorians, Lasina Dia, and Fuseni Kamara. Todor Nedlev, Shopov and Bakadziev will be the attacking midfielders, and Antonio Lukanovic will be the striker. And I'm hoping Lukanovic can start scoring goals again. I really hope I don't come to regret picking Milkov. I really hope that we don't have, basically, I'm hoping that Ludogorets have no chances against us and Milkov doesn't even need to make a save, let alone, actually try and stop a shot. I was too busy worrying about what we have to do. I didn't actually check who Levski were playing, because if they're playing CSKA Sofia, there is the chance they could drop some points. Ludogorets with a free kick. Keseru, their striker, who is very, very deep. Nedelkov plays the ball forward to the right-hand side to Gregor Breinberg. He's going backwards, though. Goralski to Hussein. Forward to Keseru. Mavis Chibota takes a few touches. His effort is just wide of Milkov's goalpost. Levski have taken the lead against CSKA Sofia. One of the Martin Petkovs has scored the goal, so we are now currently 10 points behind. No, we're not. CSKA Sofia, I believe, have equalised. Zemyarsky's throw is shocking. Absolutely appalling. Hussein to Lukanovic, and Antonio Lukanovic has stolen the ball away, and we are 1-0 up against Ludogorets, and unfortunately, as we score that goal, Levski go 2-1 up against CSKA Sofia. So it's still an 8-point gap. Come on, Sofia. Score some goals and actually, try and get involved in this potential Champions League race. Nedlev with a free kick for us just before half-time. It's gone all the way through, and Stoyan Rusev has blazed it over the bar, and it was an open net. Half-time, it is 1-0. It is 3-1 now to Levski elsewhere. So basically, I think the season might be over, because at the end of this match, we can potentially get, if Chewingwe win and Levski win, there are 18 points up for grabs between now and the end of the season. We are 10 points, or not 10, 8 points behind. They just need to lose 4 games at that point, which is just not going to happen. Kochev's finally done a good team talk, and I'm really bad at maths. No changes at half-time, because I think we're actually doing quite well, although the goal we scored wasn't really us getting the goal, was it? It was a cock-up. I always find second halves just go really quickly. We're already just gone the hour mark. Going to do a sub. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've not thought that far ahead. Fuseni Kamara off for Grashfona, and we swap you two over? Is that a better solution? No, Grashfona, play in the middle. You'll be a better Mazzala. Final 20 minutes, I'm going to shout at them because nothing's happening at all. No highlights so far in the second half. With 8 minutes left to play, we do finally have a highlight. Bressel with the ball. He's going to play it back to Sangario, all the way back to Milkov in goal. First time clearance isn't the best from the youngster. Gets another chance. Milkov now finds Zemyarski. Why are you not turning around? There you go. Finds Bakadziev, who can run down into a bit of space. He's got a player in front of him. Crosses in to Nedelev at the back, who was offside. We had 5 players there, and they picked the one who was offside. How was he offside? You bloody moron. All 3 of them were. 4 minutes of injury time then. I don't think anything's going to happen in it, so it's going to be hopefully, question mark, it's a corner. It's not a corner, he was offside. It's going to be a 1-0 victory. It's going to be a clean sheet for the youngster Milkov on his debut. Levski have just conceded a late goal, but I think they still won 3-2. We win 1-0. We're still second place. We're still 8 points behind Levski. 8 points. 8 points with 18 up for grabs. We need to hope they lose 3 games. They've got 1 against us, so we still need to hope that 2 other teams can do over Levski. It's not going to happen. I mean, they've got Ludogorets. I mean, we know who they've got. They've got every team that's currently in the top half of the table. They've got CSKA Sofia and Ludogorets twice. Those are the teams that I think might trouble them. Although Botev Plovdiv have troubled them in the past. In fact, they beat them 4-2. It's not going to happen, is it? And then obviously this game here against us right near the end of the season. Good news though, Milkov did make his professional debut, didn't concede a goal as well, which is amazing. Next episode then, which will be tomorrow, I'm committing to it, it's going to be the Levski double in the Bulgarian Cup semi-final, and then we're going to return for the Levski Lokomotiv Plovdiv game a day later, and then maybe we might have a little one-off special, which will be the Bulgarian Cup final? Maybe? Probably not. We're not going to beat Levski, are we? Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2019. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And I'll be back tomorrow with Levski and Levski in the Bulgarian Cup semi-final. Maybe that's the only trophy we can win this year.